Welcome back, everybody. It is another Friday night, and you know what that means. Episode 314 of the Nerdcore Live Show, here to discuss the Ahsoka season finale. As always, it is the Nerdy Chicano here to host the show, along with my wonderful co host, Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a wonderful Friday evening.
Got to get down on Friday, right, Brad?
Gotta get down on Friday.
Uh, Got to get down on
No,
Friday.
nobody remembers Rebecca Black.
Yeah, even though she's
Tragedy.
like still making music, bro.
Is she?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, but
It sounded so sad.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, they
I've heard the
are.
music. I heard the music is actually not that bad now. But also, I'm not about to have a listening party on YouTube
No,
where we
no,
can get
no.
copyright claimed and
I
stuff
mean, we
like
only
that.
say that for Drake, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Drake, Drake,
Hey.
Drake.
Yeah. We only save that for Drake, right? Yeah.
I do like the song on his new album, and it has one beat for J Cole, and then it then it totally changes up for Drake, and it's like, what?
What? Yep. Um. Yeah, man. But happy Drake new
Drake
album
release
release day for
day.
those who celebrate. And
The
yeah,
hell's it called? I don't remember what.
we gotta check in with our number one Glazer, Drake Glazer. Um, Number one tip writer, Eric.
You're getting the Drake Glizzy.
Yeah, Mister. Yep. Nobody's on that
Drake?
man's nuts like him. Oh well, other than DJ Academics, but
Yeah, sure. Drake.
yeah. He said DJ Academics said that girls are a distraction right now. He goes, it's time to listen to Drake.
All right, calm down.
That's funny because he fell asleep when Certified Lover Boy came out. And he was what's it called listening to the album on
He ain't
stream.
the only one who did.
He was like, yeah, yeah. What a stinker. Yeah. But it's a wonderful Friday. We hope that all of y'all are doing well. Brad, how has your Friday been today?
Uneventful. I've been playing a little bit of Starfield. Um, Not much else. It's been a pretty non-eventful kind of day.
Ah, I am not going to comment on today. I will say that
Because this is the live show.
um yeah. So
It's just one of those days.
yep. I came back home, sat down and watched Loki season 2, episode 1. And we'll have our review of that
I did
tomorrow afternoon.
I did watch that, and I did watch the third episode of The Continental.
Yep. Yep. We're gearing up, and I think I'm gonna get through a little bit of Continental tonight. I hope I can get through it and maybe watch some Gen V. I haven't started it yet, but I want to watch it. But other than that, I watched that. I shaved, and that's kind of it, man. Yeah, I will not
Shit
comment on
shower shave.
anything else. Yeah. I will not
I
comment
don't
on anything else
I
happening
don't
right
really
now.
have like. Is there any news or anything we need? I did read this thing that said Sonic has the best onion rings, but
What?
that's literally what it says. Like it was like the top four fast food onion rings. Like
And
number
Sonic.
one was
Oh,
Sonic.
I'm sorry, Brad. I thought you meant Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, Sonic the restaurant.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's go. We never really talk about wrestling on here anymore, but I will say though that next week Dynamite is going to be on Tuesday night because of the MLB playoffs, and also it's Tony Khan's birthday, so
And
he
then
decided.
WWE is stacking up NXT.
And guess what? They just played on SmackDown.
I don't know who they
The
put.
Undertaker's gong at the end of the NXT
Oh
thing,
god, of
so it
course.
looks like Taker's paying a visit to NXT.
Lord.
Yeah,
I'm surprised Stone Cold's on NXT this week.
yeah.
NXT like that forgotten stepchild until it's doing competition against
Until Tony
AEW.
Khan decides to take
Yeah,
what's it
take
called next
Edge
Tuesday night. Yeah, it
or
was
Adam
awesome.
Copeland,
The fucking
rated R superstar.
the the memes have been funny. They're like, hey, we know that we wanted you for Chicago, but CM Punk, is there any way you can come into NXT this week? Oh my god. That young upstart Mark Calloway coming to NXT. Yes, sir.
He
Yes,
needs a
sir.
shot at that belt against The Rock,
Yeah.
that
Has
young
not been
Rocky
active.
Maivia that I never heard of.
Yeah. Rocky Mayavia's coming in, and Terrorizing might end up coming back to the ring. Well, no, Terrorizing can't come back.
You think we get Doink the Clown? I mean, he was never a big draw, but still,
Oh my god. But
man, Vince McMahon's back.
yeah, yeah. But look, man. You know what they say, man? What's it called? The WWE works harder, man. You know. God damn, they were like, no, not on my fucking show. Oh man, that's funny, dude. Looking at news here, man. Doesn't really look like we got a lot going on here today. I know that there was like news about like rumors and stuff. Don't know how much we want to. What's it called? Dude. Oh well, here you go, Brad. Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein begins filming in February. Says he has been 50 years in the making. How fucking old is Guillermo? What the fuck?
Yeah, I was kind of old. Not old,
Yeah.
old, but probably in his 50s, 60s.
Starring Andrew Garfield, Oscar Isaac, Mia Goth, and Christoph
I'm
Waltz.
gonna need to see Frankenstein throw a small child into a body of water for it to drown, though, just like the original.
Yeah. Hello from Portugal. Ah, yes. Boa, boa tarde. Boa tarde. Yeah. Hope
Hello,
you're doing well. Thank you for joining us here on our stream.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Brad, rumor says that they have the cast for the Fantastic Four ready. They're just waiting for the strikes to be over to talk about it.
Oh, good. I would imagine they would have it in place. It's been a while.
I mean, yeah, they should already have it in place. Like from what I know is that X-Men is a longer way from what we're doing here, but
And they've been
Fantastic
they've
Four,
been teasing it in different areas too, from what I've
yeah,
heard.
yeah. But yeah, Brad,
I mean, we could talk about Batman. That little rumor.
they had a little rumor that that Hush is going to be the villain for the Batman 2. Remember, guys, these are all rumors. Uh, Do you guys usually talk about Star Wars? Yep, we talk about all Star Wars shows. We talk about Marvel shows, DC shows, anything TV related. We talk about on this show. We like to give like the first 15 minutes for some just recapping stuff that we get to throughout the week. So so that way we don't have a like super long review here. We like to give y'all a little bit of time with us so we can talk with each other. But yeah, we usually talk about Star Wars, anything that we can get our hands on with the TV stuff. Tomorrow we'll be live to do our review of season 2 episode 1 of Loki, and then Sunday we'll be live for our review of the Continental episode 3. So check that out. All right, yeah. Stacy says, as long as it doesn't turn into a shape of water situation. Sure, we have to get the monsters back. Brain, but find the more important party core.
Whoo! All right.
Oh my god.
That's a different movie and a
Yeah,
different spot on streaming.
yeah. Brad, what do you think about that rumor though for
I mean,
Hush?
I want I want this I want Hush to be a main antagonist in this Batman series, but I always thought Hush would be in the last Batman film. That's just me wanting Court of Owls in there too. Like I want 10 pounds of stuff in a 5 pound bag, basically.
Yeah. I like look, man, I think give me what's it called? Give me Hush whenever you can, honestly. I would love to
Yeah,
I really want to see that
but I would like it from Matt Reeves personally because of his darker, grittier, and I think that would be perfect for a Hush adaptation.
yeah, for sure. I think that just the way that that the movie ended, I think we're kind of looking towards maybe Hush being in the second or the third film, just the way it ended with the Riddler and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So I think Hush might be on its way, and I hope that that it is I prefer it to be the final villain. I prefer it to be in the third film,
But
but
giving us hints of it throughout the next film,
yeah,
because you could totally do that with the Court Owls. You could totally merge those two in a way.
but like I don't see how um the Joker isn't a part of the next film. because like
I mean, if you read the Hush novel, like all the villains are in it. So
hmm. So yeah, I think that it's gonna be I think it'll be interesting to see. I think that the plan is for Hush because remember way back when the film was being like what's it called before it was filmed, the reports that were coming out were like, oh, that the movie was supposed to include the Court of Owls, and I think Firefly was also supposed to be in there as well. They
and
ended up moving
this brings
Firefly to
up the
background.
question of what the Penguin series is going to show too.
Yeah, true.
Because if the strikes had happened, we might already be
I think we
getting
would have
that.
already had the Penguin series.
Yeah,
I
if the
think we would
strikes
have
had
been
happened.
set to have the Penguin series in December.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to happen
I
anymore.
think that might answer some more questions because my guess is that happens after the events of the movie.
Yeah. Well, remember what he says that like at the end, like when he says like some people will take advantage of the fact that Gotham is unstable right now, and it's
Hmm.
like that, and it's like cuts to the Penguin. So I think that I think that it's taking place a little bit after the Batman. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not like hours after the events of the Batman.
Yeah, which be kind of it'd be fine. So
Yeah. Yeah. Um.
I just
Well,
want to be
yeah,
in
man.
that world more, just because of it's a darker version of
Yeah.
Batman.
I just want to see more of it, bro. Like I truly believe that that was just one of the best movies of that year, and I think that I think it's the best Batman film we've ever seen, and I think that I just want to be in that world again. I really do.
And as we all know, Gotham is the true villain in that whole franchise.
Yeah, that's always right. Yeah. Excuse me.
But I do enjoy at least hearing Hush being brought up because I love the character of Hush.
Yeah, Brad. We're getting a trailer for the Iron Claw on Wednesday.
Ooh. Oh,
Ooh.
speaking. Well, go ahead with that, and then I can ask you if you saw this other trailer that I just saw.
I have not watched the trailer today, so I don't know what you're probably talking about. But the Iron Claw is the film about the Von Elric brothers, and it stars Zach Efron, Jeremy Allen White, Harris Dickinson, Mara Tiffany, no Tierney, Stanley Simon, Holt McCallan, and Lily James. So yeah, that movie's gonna be painful. Yep, that movie's gonna be painful. If anybody knows the story of the Bell and Airwood brothers, you know that that movie's gonna be painful to watch. But what trailer were you talking about, Brad?
I'm looking it up right now.
No.
It's got Angus Cloud in it though.
Oh, I think I saw. I think I just saw that like as I was scrolling through discussing film here.
Yeah, so
Um,
I just saw it too, and it's. I mean, it looks pretty cool. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know how it's all going to work out because it is a trailer, but
Is that his
from
final role?
I don't know. I don't know if it's final role or it's not. I just get the gist from it of, you know, somebody wins the lottery, he figures it out in a gas station, and then Angus Cloud holds him up, and then shit goes sideways.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it looks pretty good, man. And
Let me find the whatever
I
whatever
know you
the
were dying for
because it didn't say
Lucky Day, I think it's called. There's a James Bond reality series. What the hell is this? 007 Road to a Million. What? Oh god. Oh god.
Your Lucky
Um,
Day.
Your Lucky Day, right?
Yeah. So everybody wants to check out that trailer. That looked pretty good.
Yeah. Brad, I am going to go watch Exorcist Believer on Monday, so that's
Good luck. That had a Rotten Tomato score last time I checked of like 22% or something.
I'm not going in. What's it called? I'm going in with no expectations whatsoever. Let's see what it does for me.
Um, let's be real here. It's a remake,
No, it's a sequel.
It's a. Is it a sequel? It's a
Yep.
sequel from the original Exorcist from the 80s or 70s.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's from the 80s, early
It's
80s.
a sequel. It's a legacy sequel, so it's like a sequel to the first film. It's
It's
a
like a
new
remake,
timeline.
dude. It's
Same
been
shit
like,
they did to Halloween, bro.
dude. It's been almost 40 years. It's like if it hasn't been 40 years already, that's a fucking remake.
I'm just telling you what I hear, Brad.
That's what you may hear, but the truth is, it's a remake.
It's
You don't go, oh, it's a sequel 40 years later.
Halloween 2018 is a sequel to Halloween
What do you
1970
consider all the
whatever.
Rob Zombie Halloweens?
No, because the new timeline is Halloween, the original, Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends.
Let's admit what it really is. It's just another way to make money
Yeah,
from the
no shit, just
studios.
like all
Yeah.
movies are.
Well, especially horror movies, because if we've learned anything, and we've said it many a time, you can make horror movies cheap and make a lot of money at it. And I
Well, we'll see
guarantee
after this
this will
weekend.
probably be the biggest at the box office,
We'll see this weekend what if it does, bro.
other than the Taylor Swift movie. If you really want to make money at the box office, just film Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Final piece of news here, in case you were wondering and you want an update on this. The Taylor Swift Eras Tour film has now made officially $100 million in pre-sale tickets.
How much are they charging a ticket?
It depends, Brad. The IMAX tickets were $25 each.
Whoo! Wait, people are paying to see. Okay, so this movie is
Not
like a
even film
concert.
for IMAX, by the way. Not film for IMAX.
Is this a movie like a concert? So it's not even a concert movie.
It's a concert film, I believe.
Is it a concert film? Well,
Let me see this
But
shit.
if it's not even filmed in I'm holy god.
Tell me what Stacy just said in chat, because
Stacy goes, just won't blame you if accidentally end up the screening of Taylor Swift's movie. Oops, I guess I'll have to watch this instead.
oh
versus the new Exorcist movie.
So, Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour is an upcoming American concert film documenting the Eras Tours, a 2023 to 2024 concert tour. It's not even done yet, Brad. Toured by singer-songwriter Taylor Swift. Oh my god.
I mean, if I want to watch like concert footage, I'll just go to YouTube. To be honest,
Yeah.
I have this one Mac Miller concert, like he did, I think in the UK, and I always watch that thing. Yeah, but it's free on YouTube.
It is now because of the pre-sale tickets, Brad. This movie is the most profitable concert film in history. Brad, this movie was done on a budget of $10 to $20 million. This movie already made profit, Brad.
Oh, 10 times. Exceeded. This is expected. Like, now I'm waiting for Beyonce to release her movie.
Oh, yeah, the Renaissance, yeah.
Wait, is there an actual movie? Because I was totally, like, that was just, I'm sure one's coming out. I don't know.
Yeah, one's coming out, Brad.
Oh, well, there you go. So, congrats to Beyonce, who's going to have a very big money day in the future. If
Yeah,
this is
you can
any
get them
indication.
on. Yeah, you can already pre-order your tickets, Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Renaissance film. Yeah, Renaissance, a film by Beyonce.
Hey,
look, I've never seen the other Beyonce movies that she's done, by the way. So, yeah.
I mean, if you can make money at it, I guess you're going to do it.
Don't call her. They don't call her Queen Bee for nothing, bro.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So, I don't know, Brad. We got nothing else, man. You want to just get into this thing?
Yeah, we could. Let's talk some Star Wars. Because I don't.
All right, man.
Unless you want to talk about the 10 best horror movies and how they have Jason X in it.
No. We could only talk about Beyonce and Taylor Swift so long, man. It's time to do this thing. All right, guys. So if you haven't watched the season finale or the whole show itself of Ahsoka, you should probably get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers or you've already seen the episode, go ahead and stay. Either way, how it goes, this is your one and only spoiler warning. And it is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's great, man. Whenever yeah. Let's try that again.
Man, you're not like pushing it hard enough.
No, I just didn't press the fucking thing, bro. Yeah.
No, you gotta press the thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't make the sound if you don't press the thing.
Yeah, man. Episode 8, Part 8: The Jedi, the Witch, and the Warlord.
I pissed Luis off because he thought I was just messing with people. Did you see that? Did you see that whole thread right there?
I didn't get to read the whole thing.
But it was just me. So one of our mutual friends asked, "Hey, did this show not have a title? I guess it didn't have a title in the description." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe or something."
Oh,
Louis,
yeah. What's it called? Abby was asking, what happened to the title? Like, was there no title for the episode? Right?
And it's in the it's when you watch it, it's on there, but I guess it wasn't on the description. And then Luis comes in and is like, I just thought somebody was just being a shit. Namely me. And I'm like, no, that's what it
Oh my
was.
god! Hold on, I have to see this, bro. I have to see this. Did Disney forget to? Nah, it was the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe or something. I saw what's this episode? It was just on the episode page. They left the name off. Sometimes you have a rough day at work. You forget a thing or two. Okay. Oh, my brother. Yeah. God damn it, bro. Oh my god, that's hilarious, dude. Wait, so what did Luis say to this? Oh, y'all weren't kidding. I legit thought someone was being a shitter, bro.
That's someone namely being me. But
Yeah.
yes, so the title is whatever bro said.
The Jedi, the Witch, and the Warlord.
Yeah, that one.
Because apparently Dave Filoni said that that the Chronicles of Narnia is a really big part of the inspiration for this show. So yeah, the heroes race to prevent Grand Admiral Thrawn's escape. The episode is directed by Rick Famuyiwa and is written by Dave Filoni and characters by George Lucas. Yep, and I don't know, man. Any trivia here? Oh, here you go, Brad. Here you go. The episode's title is a reference to the C.S. Lewis novel, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Dave
No,
Filoni has previously mentioned
no,
that the Chronicles of Narnia was a major inspiration behind The World Between Worlds. Warwick Davis appeared in the Chronicles of Narnia Prince Caspian and the Voyage of the Dawn Treader, and the Silver Chair.
oh, there you go. No, duh.
Yeah.
Hey, this title that's almost exactly like this title. Yeah, there's a reason.
First live action appearance of the planet Darthamir, Brad.
That's the only other time we've ever seen it is what in
The video games.
the animated and the video games, right?
The animated in the video games, yep. First live action, bro.
It's a
In the
very
end of
red
an
planet.
in the end of an episode, behind Balin, a set of statues is shown. The statues represent the ones, also known as gods of Mortis. The two intact statues are father and son, and you can see a grumbled statue of a daughter next to them. The ones represent all sides of the Force: neutral, dark, and light.
And I've been reading so many theories of that online and that I don't understand still.
Yeah.
I'm just very sad Ray Stevenson is gone. Because I mean they've left some major cliffhangers in this.
Yeah. But Brad, I'll go ahead and turn it to you first, Brad. What are your initial thoughts on the season finale of Ahsoka?
I thought it was a good finale. I mean, it wasn't the all like planet destroying that I kind of wanted. But Thrawn being like the cool, calculated, and getting his timing right. But overall, I thought it was good. I mean, I'm you know, I'm not gonna say it was better than say Andor or any of that, but I think for what it was, it left the story off on a good point, so they can tie in if they want to with other shows, or if there's going to be a Ahsoka season 2, which I don't think anybody's said yet.
Yeah. Well, you know how Disney plays with Star Wars. We only get to hear about that stuff when they get to what's it called, Star Wars Celebration or D23.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more, but I can kind of understand them, like especially with Thrawn, because Thrawn's about to do some major stuff when he gets back.
Yeah. So, Brad, I thought I really liked this this finale, but I really felt you could have combined this episode and last week's episode for it to be the finale, Brad. Now, having watched this episode, I was like, last episode would have benefited so much from just being combined with this one, and we could have just had like an hour-long episode.
Yeah, yeah, or yeah. I mean that's kind of how I felt too, is because I even said it, after episode 6, because there's 8 episodes in this, right? This was the 8th episode. So episode 6 and 7, it was like that's supposed to be kind of episode 6 supposed to be the build up after episode 5, which probably was my favorite in the series. 6 is kind of the cool down. And then, but 7 and 8 are supposed to be like ramping really up in order for like something huge. and I don't feel like we ever really got that. This was a really good, cool, fun episode to watch, but I agree with you. I think they could have combined last episode and this episode, and maybe had another episode for, I don't know, like Thrawn destroying a whole planet or something. Something.
I from what I get, Brad. And by the way, to our new friend who's in the chat, we're not Rebels watchers. We haven't watched Rebels. We
Batman.
haven't watched any of that. So like we are being introduced to these characters like Sabine, Ezra, and Thrawn, even though we know a bit of them about them from information here and there that we've gathered from friends and stuff. This is the first time we're being introduced to these characters. From what I gather, Brad, Thrawn just isn't that type of leader or like villain. His
Well, he does seem far more cool, far more calculating.
mhm,
So maybe not go off and destroy a whole planet like Vader.
yeah. And and of course for what's called those in chat who want to go ahead and elaborate more on that, you guys can. But from what I gathered from this season, it's just like he's not that type of character. He's not willing to like destroy this planet because you can tell like in this episode, he was like goes, all right, well it's time to get out of here. Like he's thinking about this like his plan like 10 steps ahead from Ahsoka and
The,
everybody
the,
else.
this man's got a Excel Gantt chart. That's what this man has, and he's just going, yep, checking off the list.
Yep.
Yeah, all right. Send over the zombie troopers. Yeah,
Yep.
we're just killing time at this point till we're ready.
Yeah. And
All right, you got to die for this. Okay.
there's a couple things I wanted to bring up. I wanted to bring up because I like this episode, I really do, but I don't understand the hate online. So a lot of people were talking about like, oh, like this looks like the most choreographed lightsaber fights ever, and I'm somebody who loves what's it called the lightsaber fights in Force Awakens and Last Jedi,
Are none of the
and I'm
other
willing to say
are
that
none of the other ones choreographed? I thought all the lightsaber battles were
they're all
choreographed.
fucking choreographed, guys.
That's
What
what
do
I
you what?
thought.
This isn't
Like
real,
even
guys.
like
This
even the
isn't
original
real.
one was choreographed.
Yes, this isn't real, guys. This
It's a
isn't.
movie.
Like it's a movie. It's choreographed. Get that through your fucking skulls. But I want to say that I
Because
like
I
these
will.
these lightsaber fights a lot, Brad. Like
I
these
mean,
lightsaber fights
I
are
will say,
cool.
if Star Wars was real, I would have already forced choke roll a few times through this damn screen.
Yeah. Star Wars fans hating Star Wars content. Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
don't
liked
even
it.
know if I call them fanboys anymore. I don't even know if they're fans.
No, I don't think they're fans. They just don't like this anymore, bro. And they like just hate it. They watch just to hate. Or better yet, they probably don't watch it. They just see clips and they're
But
like, oh, look at this stupid shit.
every Star Wars I've seen has been choreographed. Every lightsaber battle, you go to the extras and it's all choreographed. Like you have to because it's a movie.
It looks choreographed, guys. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what y'all are talking about here. Like,
Because it was
yeah, man.
every other one. I don't know.
Like, hold on, bro. I have to bring this up. Because I'm gonna just I have to, Brad. I hope that we don't get like too like what's it called?
I don't get off too off topic because I still want to talk about the show as a whole
Yeah,
and
no,
not
but
just
like
why everybody was so mad at different
I know, but I
aspects
don't
of
want to
it.
get what's it called?
The
I
only
don't
thing
want to
I'm
get.
mad about is, how the hell Thrawn has a whole freaking laser grid under his damn ship and can't hit nothing.
I'm not gonna show this whole thing, but I just want to
That's
show
a
you
plot
something.
armor.
I just want to show you something real quick. Does not look choreographed to you?
You should show the Obi-Wan one too, like from the originals.
Yeah. Does that not look choreographed to y'all?
I mean, so let's be real here. Vader, anytime before Rogue One, Vader was always seen as this slow-moving, mechanical kind of monster dude who
Yeah.
couldn't swing a lightsaber to save his life. And it wasn't until Rogue One when they were like, screw it. Vader's like this freaking hulking monster that can swing a lightsaber.
Because that's who Vader is.
Yeah,
That's who
so
fucking Vader is, and somebody finally understood. Like
yeah,
after the years of George George like
but
writing him a certain way and like directing him a certain
but
way.
through these past years, we have gotten much better lightsaber battles than the
Yeah.
original ones. Much better. and I will guarantee you they were all choreographed.
Yeah. So I just want to say that that looks pretty cool. I like the fact because I thought in my mind when Ezra and Sabine got to the end of of that thing, I was like, how are they gonna do it? Because like you can do a double jump, but you can't make that type of jump. And then I was like, that makes sense.
Can I just say that was the scene where I vocally laughed out loud because
But
I thought
Brad,
he totally just missed.
but Brad, it does make sense, right? For Ezra to jump, force jump again, do the double jump,
Yeah,
and then Sabine just uses the
yeah,
force to
the force
push him
push.
in there.
I think what people are getting at is they're they're not believing or not wanting to believe that Sabine can go that quickly with force powers. Um, when she hasn't been able to use it basically this whole show.
But the show has made a fucking point that Sabine has been the only one who's been holding her back. It is not her lack of practice. Yes, she
Yeah,
has no practice, but it's mostly a confidence issue in that she has
but
like
and also it's once she figured it out, she figured it out, and she figured it out there with the lightsaber. So I mean,
yeah,
it's not a tall stretch of being like, okay, so she has been practicing this whole time, and then boom, oh, I
media
got it.
literacy. Media literacy.
Yeah, like boom, I got it.
Yeah.
That's what all the practice is for, and then you finally get it.
Yeah.
It,
So
it could it
sir,
be a stretch to say she pushed a whole grown man onto, yeah, maybe, but it's Star Wars.
yeah.
It's not real.
S- Sir, we all know Star Wars is based on reality, and somehow Star Trek is too. Though somehow we've entered Mad Max territory around here as well.
Although the funny thing with Star Trek is, like there are instances of Star Trek that did become reality, like
Yeah.
cell phones. Cell
Yeah.
phones became reality.
Yeah. But I really like this episode, Brad. The zombie troopers are pretty fucking cool.
Although
Uh,
people were bitching about those because they were too
yeah.
zombie-like. Although I think it's more of the lightsabers didn't cut them in half, and it's like it did one. Like, and from previous Star Wars, I think they get away with one that they
Here's
can
the
cut in
thing, Brad.
half.
If they would have fought them with the lightsabers and cut them all, guess what they would have complained about next? It looks too choreographed. They're zombies. You're supposed to be going through them a little easier than that.
I did love the Death Trooper zombies though. I thought those were
Oh yeah,
like
dope.
okay, the zombie troopers, sure, kind of a cool little thing, a little hokey, but it's Star Wars. It's hokey.
Yeah,
People forget that. I don't know why people forget that. Like the original Star Wars, go back and watch those. They're hokey.
yeah.
It's all hokey.
It's
Um,
super
but but
campy.
but I love the whole he stabs the Death Trooper zombie, and then the Death Trooper just punches him.
Also, Sabine stabbing what's it called, killing somebody exactly the way that Ray did as well. When she what's it called, gets the
And then
try, just
yeah,
yep,
little
yep.
throwback action for
Little
you.
throwback action, yeah, which is great. But yeah, man, like I thought it was good. I like the music in this episode too. Um, I like our ending, but I don't know about a season two. I know that like the main plan is to wrap everything up in a film.
I
Like that's
feel
the plan.
I feel like everything is so interlocked now that they've done. Because you remember Mando season one and
Yeah,
two, it was more of the adventures of Mando and Grogu or Baby
yeah,
Yoda, whatever.
yeah.
Um,
Back when it was just so simple.
when it was simple, and then now it's kind of interlocked, and now we've got the Marvel universe, but with Star Wars.
Yeah,
That's
which is
basically what
like
has happened. So
yeah,
you don't technically need an Ahsoka season two
you just needed
because
to
you
show up in Mando season 4.
yeah, Mando season four. Are we? Yeah, Mando season four or whatever future one they're doing, but
Yeah,
probably Mando season four
more than likely Mando season 4.
because Thrawn gets back and I'm sure he's going to wreak havoc and he's going to be the big baddie.
I want a Thrawn season, a Thrawn series, bro. Give me a Thrawn
What
series.
would you call it?
Thrawn?
Just Thrawn?
What did you call this show? Ahsoka?
That's I mean Mandalorian,
The Mandalorian?
Boba
The Book of
Fett, the
Boba
Book of Boba
Fett?
Fett. Okay, you make a point.
Yeah. What do you want to fucking call it, Brad? Blue guy in space?
Blue guy
I'm
that
sorry,
smokes
Brad.
weeds.
I'm still a little heated from this stupid idea of like that somehow since 1977 to 2005, when the prequels and the sequels came out, I mean, the originals, that lightsaber fights didn't look choreographed because guess what? They're fucking choreographed.
I'm surprised you didn't bring up the and they not only did they especially the older ones, not only did they look choreographed, they looked very badly choreographed.
Yeah, man. That's the one thing I'll give the prequels where it's like, okay, some of those fights actually look really fucking cool, like
Yeah,
really like cool.
yeah.
But like in the originals, like those fights look choreographed, Brad. Like,
The spreadsheet of Thrawn. I'm telling you, he just keeps it all on an Excel spreadsheet.
yeah.
He's like, when am I having oatmeal today? Check.
What you think about the fuck? What's her name, Brad? I want to call her the second sister for some reason. Um, and her blade, whatever the fuck that was. Um, God damn it, what's her name?
Morgan Elsbeth.
Morgan. Yeah. What you think about that, Brad?
I thought it was dope. Although, again, it's another one of those characters that you're like, it's a baddie, and then it's like, and she's dead.
She's dead.
She's dead. But somebody had to die in this.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a lot. We're gonna see a lot more of the sisters of Darthmere
But
when we continue on with this story.
but I I might be a little bit upset not enough Balin and Shin, and that's also going around on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. How Shin and Balin were basically kind of forgotten in this episode,
Yeah,
and they were.
and
I would have liked
I
to see it,
think
but
the
at the same
plan.
time, I don't know like where Ray Stevenson was during all this.
I don't know if it was like, oh, we had to re-edit the episode because of Ray Stevenson, so that way we don't make it look like we have that much of an open ending to his
Yeah.
story. But I have a feeling that there was plans for Ray Stevenson's character to continue on.
Oh, I kind of. I
Yeah,
mean, I really. How could you not?
yeah.
Like he was probably he was probably my favorite character in this whole series.
Yeah, and that's something that I'm not gonna fault the show for. Like that's just unexpected, bro. He
Yeah.
passed away, and it's something that nobody saw coming. So obviously, if the plan was that we want to do more with Balin, and we want him to be in all these in this universe more, then yeah, of course. What's it called? That was a cool thing to do. Now I asked the question, Brad. Here, like, what are we gonna do? Are we just gonna say goodbye to this character? Or are we gonna recast?
I don't know. I don't know for future plans, and this is a probably a Dave Filoni decision
Yeah,
of what exactly future plans for Balin were. Because if he is
yeah,
very instrumental in some of these,
yeah.
um, then they would probably have to recast or hey, put him in a helmet.
Yeah,
I don't know.
man. That's the thing is I feel like if Dave Filoni believes that Balin is a very integral part to the story, and he needs to be what's left of the story until it concludes to that movie, then I think we have to recast.
But it wouldn't be the first time we've seen a major character in a movie recast.
Yeah,
We saw it with Dumbledore and Harry Potter.
yeah,
I mean, we've seen it. We've seen it with very major characters throughout. I mean, they well, even Marvel's had them recast.
yeah. Don Cheadle,
Yeah, yeah.
Don
Don
Cheadle
Cheadle,
stepping in for Terrence Howard, man.
and yeah. So I mean, it's nothing that we haven't seen before. It's just kind of tragic, just because how good Ray Stevenson was in that role.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like, nobody will be able to outdo this performance. I think that Rain Stevenson really brought a lot of layers to Balin that I really liked in this show, and he's one of my biggest things that I loved in this show. But I was like, dude, I think that if you, it looks like at the end of that episode when he's standing in those, like it looks like he's gonna be a big part of this show, a big part of this story.
That's kind of the feeling I got.
Same thing with Shin because I think she's gonna lead an army of some sorts, and I think these next shows, of course, we're gonna really introduce the big threat of Thrawn, right? And what he's gonna do. But I think what's gonna happen is that everybody's gonna have to create and can come together Avenger style to have like a big army that's gonna be able to go up against whatever Thrawn is planning here.
Yeah, because I don't know. There's so many cliffhangers at the end of
Yeah.
this. Like, why are they going to Darthamir?
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's got a cargo full or something, and he's got the three sisters up there or three mothers. Sorry, um, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe it's in a show or something. I don't.
Yeah,
If
I
I had
think we're
watched the
just.
animated, it might help, but
I don't know, man. I mean, I have to wait for my friend Sean to watch the show so he can tell me. But I believe I think it's all part of this plan that what's it called that Thrawn has, and I think it's gonna be explained in other shows. So we just have to wait and see, right?
overall, I genuinely like this episode, and I mean, pretty Star Wars to me.
Pretty Star Wars to me too, Brad. Anything else that we forgot about?
I'm trying
We
to
talked about
think.
zombie troopers. We talked about dead
I,
troopers. We talked
I just
about
want to.
the.
I'll bring up Enoch again because he's dope.
It's fucking dope, bro. So
I
fucking
want that
dope.
helmet. Um, Enoch is just Enoch. I think is the only living trooper on that whole ship. Um,
Yeah, more than likely, Brad.
personally, I'm trying to. Oh, the Ezra getting
Oh,
home reveal, that was kind of funny. It's like you could have
by the way,
taken
that man is so good with a lightsaber. Why the hell did he not want to use one?
the Force is my weapon, and until zombies and blasters come out.
Once he started fighting them, bro.
That man just didn't have the parts to build one. That's what it comes
Yeah.
down to.
Oh, and then Ahsoka's she's not gonna be holding two lightsabers anymore. Her lightsaber
No,
got broken. Her
yeah,
second one got broken. So we'll see how that works. She
unless she
might. I feel
makes
like
another one.
she might have kept that broken one and she might rebuild it and add like a different kyber crystal to it
Yeah,
to get the blue to signify like Anakin or something. But yeah, dude. I was like, Ezra, the fuck, man? Like, what are you saying? You don't want to use you don't want to use the lightsaber, bro. You look like how you were just handling the motherfuckers like that.
also that man wore a whole zombie trooper suit the whole way.
Yeah,
He had to get in the zombie trooper suit and then sneak out of a ship and go a whole and didn't take the helmet off. And I'm like, it's
yeah,
gotta smell. Zombie trooper suit has to smell.
yeah.
They don't they
And
don't
then
they don't show you
Chopper,
that
Chopper was the only one
in
who knew it
canon.
was him. Yeah, everybody else was ready to blast his ass while Chopper's
Yeah.
like, guys, it's my
Well,
friend.
he could have taken the helmet off at
Yeah,
earlier moment.
but Brad, he was starstruck that Hera was there. It was all that. And I believe that Hera and him are like they like each other or something like that. I don't know.
No, wasn't Hera married to his master?
Oh, it's true.
That's what I thought.
I think
So
so.
that's
Yeah,
like a mother figure.
yeah.
You gross roll.
Damn, bro. Right, I don't fucking watch Rebels, bro. I don't know about this. I know as much as you do.
I don't watch Rebels either, but I read.
Yeah. So, but Brad, what is your final verdict on this episode and overall verdict for the season?
I thought it was good. I mean, we use here Andor as the gold standard just because those last episodes they're just they
Fantastic.
don't go like this. They go like this. in
Yeah.
in terms of what I want to see in my Star Wars. But you know, overall, I think they were pretty good. This episode is probably my second favorite, episode 5. So I'd probably give a 9 to this episode. And overall for the series, probably like 7.5.
All right. I'm going a little bit higher than you, Brad. Well, not on the episode, but on the season. Actually, I really like this episode. I like it. I don't love it. I don't think it's a great finale, but I think it's good. And they did a good job of making us look forward to what's coming next. Hopefully, we know a little bit more of what's coming next after these strikes end.
Can't wait
And
for the spreadsheet of Thrawn.
yeah, I'm gonna give this episode an 8 out of 10, Brad. I thought it was a good finale, and I'm gonna go ahead and go with that same rating for the whole season. I think it's an 8 out of 10. Here and there, you had some episodes that just didn't live up to it. I think that this show would have actually been better if episode 5 and 6 were, I mean, sorry, 6, 7, and 8 were combined. I think if that would have been the finale for that nice like hour long episode, I think it would have been great. I understand why they did it because hey, we were ordered for eight episodes. Let's go ahead and do 8 episodes.
Yeah.
But man, sometimes I think you can tell when a finale needs that hour, and
And when filler is filler.
yeah, and I think that this finale really needed an hour long episode, and you could have combined the last two, the this one, and the last one. But I thought it was good. My favorite show is still Mandalorian season 1. I think that was my favorite. It was just great, but this one is up there as well. But yeah, good show, and I want to thank you all specifically for making the reviews very successful. You all have shown up for them, and you guys have given us so much love on those episodes.
Thank
You
you.
guys have come on for every episode. Every episode has had double digits on YouTube, so I thank you all so much for that. That means you all have been watching this, and you all have been enjoying it. So hopefully, we all get to talk about more Star Wars soon, and hopefully that is yeah, hopefully soon, man. I believe that Skeleton Crew is next year, so let's hopefully get that soon and talk about it
Yeah,
because
I do enjoy talking about the Star Wars. So hopefully something soon. But yeah, tomorrow is Loki.
tomorrow's Loki, man. And like I said, I'm just thankful to get Star Wars because from a huge chunk of my life was being introduced to Star Wars and then having it taken away from me after the prequels ended.
Yeah.
When it came to like the live action stuff, because
What?
I didn't have access to like Rebels and Clone Wars and all that.
Yeah,
And
well, and we all thought like the live action stuff was kind of just done.
yeah, we thought it was over. And so it wasn't until like I was in college that when The Force Awakens comes out and I get and my love of Star Wars comes back, and I've just been thankful that we've been able to get what we can get out of this. And I love Star Wars and I love having access to Star Wars. That doesn't mean I'm gonna love everything that is done. I'm not the biggest fan of Book of
No,
Boba Fett.
because we're not the director. So
Yeah,
I mean, it's really dependent on the director's vision,
yeah,
and unfortunately, that doesn't always go the route we want.
yeah.
Trust me, I
So
know
yeah,
we've griped about George enough,
yeah. My
and we will gripe about Disney too. So
my criticism will never come from what I want out of this, more so what is shown to me
yeah,
and what is given to me. So I'm always going to criticize from there and not like, well, this is what I wanted. This is what should have happened. And it's like, no, then I should have made this the series then. You know, if y'all want to fucking change this so much, bro, how about y'all go fucking get a what's it called work your way up the ladder, become a director, go what's it called, go to Disney, try to get a job with them, and maybe you
or make
should
one
direct the fucking
or make
show.
one of those fan films.
Yeah, yeah,
Some of
make
those
one.
actually
Yeah,
look pretty good.
yeah, bro. Yeah. States says good episodes definitely felt like they were planning for more. Hopefully they get season two. Yep, I hope so too, man. But
It
with
was a
that
fun
said,
watch.
that concludes our reviews of Ahsoka season one. Will it be the whole show? I don't know. We will have to just wait and see. But we thank you all so much for joining us. And of course, keep up to date with us by checking out our website, thenerdcore.com, Twitter at the Nerdcore underscore, Instagram at the Nerdcore, as well as Threads at the Nerdcore as well. Patreon.com/the Nerdcore. We have a lot of reviews up there right now that you can check out for at the $1 tier. So that way you can check them out early. Discord link is in the description below. And go ahead and talk to us in the comments because we would really like to talk to you all. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Make sure make sure you follow us on the podcast platforms and rate us 5 stars. That would help us out a lot as well. But yeah, man, do all that wonderful stuff. We would really appreciate it from you all. And we'll be back tomorrow for Loki season 2, episode 1 review. It's going to be in the afternoon. Brad, are we down for the same time that we did it for the Continental 2 o'clock?
As far as I know.
All right, dope. Well, I'll schedule it once we get the confirmation, but cool. We'll be back tomorrow, y'all, for the Continental, and then at night they're gonna be doing a watch along. I won't be on, y'all, but I will have it,
Oh,
available
when are we
for
doing
y'all.
Loki then?
Huh?
When are we doing Loki then?
Because you can't stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time.
No. I mean, when are we doing Loki again?
Loki again?
No, when are we doing? What day are we doing the Loki review?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Just in the afternoon, not in the evening.
Okay, and then when are we doing the Continental review?
Sunday.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So I wasn't wrong.
No, you're good. You're
Okay.
good. Exactly how it looks in the schedule, Brad.
All right.
Tomorrow we got Loki season 2, episode 1. And then on Sunday night, we have the Continental episode 3, which is the finale of this miniseries. So, yep. And then next week, we'll have more information on what we're going to do, y'all. But we have Loki to look forward to talk about for the next couple of weeks. So,
Woo.
we got that going on. So, see you all later, Brad. Let's get them out of here.
All right, Roland. Thank you for being the host as always. Thank you to all those who joined us in chat today, new and old. Our listeners out there, all our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, choreography. What's that? Young Yoda out.
You telling me the show with laser swords doesn't have choreography? What?
What?